My name is Barbara Rakozy, and my husband Bill and I have been at Bethel's Rock for about 4 years now. In November of last year, a year ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Normally, I would have just been overwhelmed with fear and anxiety, but I wasn't this time. And I do believe that there was an experience 19 years ago that the Lord prepared me for this challenge today. You see, most of my life I have been very fearful of medical issues. I tried to muster up faith because I've been a Christian since I was a young teenager. But it was very difficult to muster it up on my own. And I would pray and got the faith, but every time it was just like I still was overwhelmed with fear. When I was diagnosed in September 11th of 2001 with cancer, I was truly overwhelmed with fear and anxiety. But I decided I was going to go and pursue the Lord in the midst of that. Now, every year for several years prior to that, I would do a promise book. And I would just take a daily planner, and then I would write in the planner on the date one of the promises of the Lord, one of his over 7,000 promises. So I picked up my rocking chair, I went out on my deck, and I said, Lord, if you want to speak to me through one of these verses today, please do so. I'm listening. I came upon Psalm 50, verse 15. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you will glorify me. I teared up, and I thought, Lord, is this the one for me? And then I started weeping. And I knew at that point that that was the verse that God was going to use to walk me through my experience 19 years ago. Fast forward 19 years. This time when I heard that I had cancer, I wasn't overcome with fear. I remembered Psalm 50, verse 15, and the promise he kept so many years before. Through the next 10 months, I truly was blessed with a supernatural peace. And now today, 10 months later, I have a clean bill of health and I'm cancer-free. The most significant part of that whole experience, I believe, was the realization that God was with me, that he had healed me from that anxiety of medical issues, and that he was totally in control and totally sovereign over my life and everything that happened in it. One thing I've been experiencing for the last 9 months is neuropathy. And what that is it's from my aggressive chemotherapy. It damaged the nerves in my hands and my feet. And so there's a tingling and a numbness that I experience, and it gives me some balance issues. At the beginning of January, we had at Bethel's Rock a fasting and prayer week. And the Saturday before that week, I felt a very strong impression that the Lord was going to heal me of the neuropathy during that time. Well, the neuropathy did subside during that week, and I was able to give a testimony on Saturday, which was Testimony Day, regarding that healing. So after the testimony, I asked Pastor Olivier and some other members of the church to pray for me that the neuropathy would be completely gone. Recently, it has been steadily declining. However, I am still confident that God will manifest that healing in His perfect timing and in His perfect will for my life. This year's been a great challenge, but the greater blessing has been that I have grown in my faith, my confidence in the Lord, and my knowledge that He is sovereign and in control of all things.